By now, you should have your Stericlave located on a strong, level bench with adequate airflow around it, particularly at the rear where you should allow at least 10 centimetres from the back wall. Insufficient airflow can decrease vacuum performance. Your Stericlave will come with accessories. There is a bag containing the user manual, warranty certificates, a power cable and the door handle, which has already been installed on this unit. Additional to the accessories provided, you will require a 13mm spanner to complete the installation. Inside the unit, you will find 3 trays as standard, along with a bag containing a drain tube, filling pipe, a water funnel, a 3mm Allen key and a spare silicone dam. We will now take you through the levelling process that needs to be undertaken when first installing your Stericlave. Once the process has been completed, there is no need to re-level the unit unless it is moved away from its current location to another site or treatment room within your practice. Please remove the accessories from the bag that came from the inside of the chamber to begin the levelling process. Inside the bag you will find a small bung and a small piece of tube. These are only used during the levelling process and will not be required for regular operation. However, retain these parts should the unit be moved in the future and require re-levelling. To level the unit, you'll need to remove the internal components from the steriliser chamber first. The trays need to be pulled from the chamber. There is a 3mm Allen key supplied by Cominox. This is normally located with the door handle. At the front of the Stericlave chamber, there is a small screw that can be removed by placing the Allen key onto it and turning it in an anti-clockwise direction. There is also a small silicone dam located in the front of the chamber. Ensure that you retain this part. The tray support and coil cover will now simply slide out. Please keep the Allen key close to your steriliser, as regular removal of the screw at the front of the chamber is part of your routine maintenance. For the actual levelling process, take the small black bung and place it in the bottom of the supplied funnel. This converts the funnel into a measuring cup that will enable the correct measure of water to be used to set the level. There is a black cap on the top right-hand side of the Stericlave above the chamber entrance. This covers the manual filling spout and can now be removed to allow the funnel to be placed at the entrance to the filling spout. Located at the back of the chamber is the drain filter. This can now be removed by firmly pulling it vertically. Once removed, the small piece of tubing supplied with the bung can be inserted in its place. This prevents water used in the levelling process from draining into the waste tank. For a 24-litre unit, pour 80 ml of distilled water into the funnel. For an 18-litre unit, please use 60 ml. It is worth noting that we recommend the use of distilled water over demineralised water throughout the life of your steriliser, as this will provide optimal performance. The funnel is marked at 70 ml and at 90 ml, so please estimate halfway between these two readings for levelling your 24-litre unit. Once you are satisfied you have 80 ml in your funnel, this can be removed from the spout and the water can be slowly tipped into the back of the chamber, not down the drain tube, but just to the side of it. Located at the front of the chamber is a hook-like sensor that may be either black or white. When your unit is levelled correctly, the water you poured into the back of the chamber should flow to the front of the chamber and come to rest at the base of this sensor. If the unit is not correctly levelled, the water will either flow past the sensor or stop short of it, and your unit will require adjustment. In this instance, the water has not moved to the base of the hook, and therefore we need to lower the front of the Stericlave. Locate your 13mm spanner and undo the locking nuts at the top of the feet at the front of the unit. Loosen these by turning them clockwise. You can then screw the feet up or down, depending on whether the unit needs to be raised or lowered to enable the water in the chamber to touch the base of the sensor. In this instance, we need to lower this Stericlave, so we will screw the feet up into the unit. When your unit is correctly adjusted, the water should sit at the base of the sensor in the chamber. You may need to adjust the feet several times before the water is correctly positioned. It is important to note that you are not actually levelling the unit itself, so no spirit levels are required. We are just positioning the chamber at the correct angle for effective operation, relative to the bench that it is on and for effective water drainage. Once you are satisfied with the unit level, you can then retighten the lock nuts at the top of the feet by turning them anti-clockwise. You can now remove the plastic tube from the rear of the chamber and the bung from the funnel. It may be useful to store these items in the bag that contains the user manual. The waste filter, tray support and the coil cover can now be refitted. Please remember to relocate the small silicone dam onto the coil cover prior to screwing it into place. This ensures there is no chamber damage from rubbing. Do not over-tighten the screw, just firm is sufficient. Congratulations! Your Cominox Stericlave is now successfully installed and ready to be powered up for the first time.